Grave and some Ghost Quarters. You know, like you're buying into some real cards. All right, let me catch up on chat because I totally was just staring at the deck list. It can happen turn 3, but it's 3 cards. Actually, I feel like it takes longer than that because you've got Mindcrank has to be on the table, Guildmage has to be on the table, and you have to activate Guildmage as well. Issue with that format, and the format rotates. Is already $2 EDH? What do you mean? I prefer Blood Crank. Oh, the Blood Chief Ascension. Yeah. Okay, hang on. So, Superstar, I totally blew off your combo, and I'm so sorry. Using Liquid Metal Coating Saheeli, Altar of the Brood Infinite makes Saheeli into an artifact. Oh, okay. Makes Saheeli into an artifact, and then she makes a copy of herself, and then that copy of herself, you keep the copy, and then the copy makes another copy of herself. Okay, I see it. And then, of course, while you're doing that, Altar of the Brood is getting triggers, because an artifact is coming in play, and they are dying. What's up, Weston? How you doing, friend? Oh, the turn thing. Okay, that was for Saheeli combo. Yeah, I mean, turn 1 Altar, turn 2 Liquid Metal, turn 3 Saheeli. Yeah. Sure, it's a 3-card combo, but the fact that it's, the fact that that would be on turn 3 at the earliest. When Madcap experiments come, I plan on playing it with Grixis. That sounds spicy. Good luck in your tournament, Taryn. That sounds interesting. I wonder if other people in the chat would be interested in hearing more about it from you, and I feel like that would be a fun format. Do you guys remember? I'll show an example of what I was talking about. We did like the 100-ticket challenge. So this was a gifts. This was one of the ideas we had for gifts. This wasn't the one that I took to the card hoarder tournament. We did okay. We did just as well as Jeff did. Record-wise, right? Weren't we? I think we ended up in the same bracket or just behind. I don't want to say something that's incorrect. I think we were either just behind him or near the same bracket. It was a tournament that he did not win, unfortunately, either. Yeah, so it had the girls in it. It had a Grave Titan, like this version did. I think we went with a different version. Maybe this version would have been better. I'm not sure. I can't remember what version we ended up going with. Let me try to find it. Trying to remember the one we actually took. We also brewed 100-ticket Wizards. We brewed a lot of different decks that I could have taken to the tournament. That was like a whole month worth of brewing. I had a lot of fun with this. I don't know if you guys remember this. Sorry about the Mismatch Islands. We brewed a lot of different decks. This had like legit like Venser, Masters of Waves, and Glens in it. It had the Infinite Counterspell lock in it. This is another 100-ticket Modern list. I rented out the, or I didn't rent them out, somebody's borrowing them right now, the Ether Vials. Wizards was not nearly as good without the Blood Moon, for sure. Which, you know, begs the question, is Blood Moon just such a card, right, you know? Well, it didn't do well in 100-ticket Modern because of the price tag on this thing, but it really is such, like, when it's good, it is, when it's good, it's so very good. But anyway. What happened to my old overlay? Which one? Or are you talking about my green screen? There's not really room for it in my new room. I'm renting a different room. It's a lot cheaper. But the drawback is it doesn't really have enough room for me to put up my green screen. Chalice and Chains. I guess I could just, like, tape it to my wall. That's a possibility. You talking about the green screen? Yeah, if you're referring to the green screen, I just don't have enough room to set it up like I used to, Superstar. But I guess I could just, like, somehow just, like, duct tape it to the wall or something. When was the last time? Okay, it's been a long time. Chalice and Chains. Which actually started as Dak in Black. I was back during the Dig Through Time days. So what started as, like, Dak in Black became Chalice and Chains, and then Chalice and Chains kind of ended up looking like this towards the end. I think is where we left off on it. It's starting to get tuned. I mean, we played a lot of games with this thing. I say starting to because we didn't finish, and it would need to be tuned for the new meta, you know. So there's that to think about. Nostalgia stream. Yeah, so you got your Chalice and Chains. We're still in the queue, by the way, gents. It might just be too late. It's 2:35 in the morning. Hang on, let's just play one more game with the Tezzeret deck, and then we'll call it a night. Let's play Kingpin Tezzeret. We have yet to resolve the contraband Kingpin himself. But we did Tezzeret, and that was sweet. Keep it. I probably shouldn't keep hands like this, though. It doesn't have an accelerant. It's also a little heavy on walkers. And by a little heavy, I mean very heavy. This probably isn't a keep, actually. Oh well. I guess I kept it because 2 lands in the capsule and the foundry. Didn't really think about the implication of... We run more Agent of Bolus than I do Seeker, and that's just a mana cost thing. In a lot of ways, I actually like the Seeker more in this list because I've got a little bit of toolbox action going. But of course, Agent of Bolus is great if you need to commit to the table. He's also arguably just a more solid win condition than Seeker. Seeker can win a game too. Don't get me wrong. Jeskai Ascendancy. Godo Gifts. Soulfire Covenant. I'm glad you remember all the decks that we brewed, Sketchup. That warms my heart that you remember all the decks we've brewed over the years. It's been years. That's what blows my mind. Like, you know, and I can't speak for everybody watching the stream tonight, but you know you're getting old when it's like we've been brewing for literal years. We've literally been brewing for years on this stream now. Obviously, it was under a different name. It was this, but and then we rebranded to BrewSpy. But you know, years worth of brews. I mean, just like look at this. Just like so many lists. I need to like actually decompress this and actually like maybe just delete all the earlier versions and prototype versions of stuff or stuff that I just will probably never return to. See, there's the Kingpin Tezzeret. You know, but then, you know, then there's Nightfall. Like, we didn't really finish Nightfall, and I can't really play this version of it anymore because we... Oh, no, I could. But these should be Noble Hierarchs. Actually, I have Noble Hierarchs now. Just things like that. Just, like, updating everything, deleting some of the deck lists, updating, you know, all that nonsense. Yeah, Lumberjack. Vintage Orcish Jack. Yeah, oh yeah, turn 2 Chronos was a thing. Yep. Yep, turn 2 Chronos without having Mox Black Lotus or like Mox Land Black Lotus. You could turn 2 Chronos. Think of Lumberjack like a really, 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 really bad mana dork that's in red that requires your deck to have very specific limitations, and we're about to get Trond. Go. This is gonna be rough. Please be Wormcoil so I can go search out Bridge. Oh, he's Bluetron. Oh, interesting. He, instead of establishing Tron, he wanted to get his blue mana on. That's a huge tell. That tells us everything we needed to know. Thopter. Doesn't mean I'm not going to start slamming Tezzerets into his counter magic because we have multiple, but it's very odd. Oh, Thoughtseize. I think I just Thoughtseize, actually. I was considering just going for the Tezzeret, but now I think the Thoughtseize is better. And maybe that's not true. Mizzix Mastery, Weston. Oh no, it's Bestron. What's up, Stinkin'? What's up, Liquid? Yeah, we have been brewing for years. It's true. Alright. Yeah, that's a problem. And take the Ugin. We can fight through the counter magic, but I can't handle that. Spirit Dragon right now, I don't think. I think that would be a problem. It would be a problem. Yeah, we just need to like make a list. Don't damage the green screen, you mean Superstar? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know what, maybe I'm just not trying hard enough. Maybe if I like move some stuff I could still get the green screen in here. Can we have like a digital show of hands of how many of you guys really do miss the green screen to this stream? I know it kind of set me apart because most Magic streams don't have a budget or care about having a... Usually they have like just like a card frame view. Who misses the green screen? I know it was sometimes a lot of pain and suffering. Alright, Wormcoil. If we draw another land, I could just go Tezzeret, Bridge. I know he has Repeal though, but you might want to consider that. Alright, Mox, Seeker, Bridge. Is that what I want to do? Mox, Seeker, Bridge. Mox, Seeker, Bridge, he repeals the Bridge. I lose the Seeker. Well, no, I don't. I can just keep the Thopter up to block. I just want to see you stream. See, Tezzeret the Seeker is actually really powerful, because look, I'm going to go get a Bridge. When you don't, the stream tends to feel more personal. If I do, it feels more professional. Gotcha. Alright, so... Or am I supposed to just establish sword combo? Like... We could just go all the way. Well, then I made a mistake, because I would have more loyalty on this Tezzeret. Bedoy, was I supposed to just finish Thopter Sword, or was I supposed to go grab the Bridge? Now I'm like second-guessing my choice. I kind of just went through the motions there. So I totally could have just gotten Sword. Getting Sword says, okay, opponent, what do you want to do with that repeal? Do you want to repeal the Thopter token? He may still be doing that play with his single blue mana, by the way. Terrence says it's definitely Bridge. Definitely Bridge. Well, he has a repeal, though, remember. I guess, yeah, that's true. He has no way to get the Seeker off the table. In this matchup, is Seeker so much better than Bolas? I guess between the the token and the bridge, we should be able to keep this Seeker on the table.